Sista Efua, aka
Great day, everybody.
Nife Efua.
Great day. How's everybody doing? Welcome in, welcome in. I know I've been gone for a while, but I'm back. I know you missed me. Yes, because I missed you. Let's go ahead and invite 5 friends, 5 frenemies, 5 people you love, and one person that's a stranger by putting it on your main page. And let's see what we can do. Let's share this goodness that we have going. If this is your first time coming across me, I am Marrian Sista Efua. I am a spiritual teacher. I am a healer. I am a medium. All the clairs. So I'm a spiritual being, and I am sharing this information with you on today. It is about this daily sip of spiritual tea, the tea that is going to revitalize you, the tea that's going to give you some insight, the tea that is going to support you in continuing to examine and heal your life on multiplicity of levels, not just one. And yes, I know that today is quote unquote a holiday in a couple of places around the world. Even here, we have a holiday on today for Labor Day. But I want to encourage you that that means that you should be more available to be able to hear the insight. Take some time out to take care of you, not just go and try to catch up on all the chores, not just try to catch up on everything that you weren't able to do in your normal day, but make sure you get it done. One of the things I often talk about with people, and I was just speaking with my partner about this, and that is that there comes a time when you just have to say, chuck it. You know, there were errors in the past. And so now I have to recognize that I made that error. And now that I know not to make that error, I don't make it anymore. And so I'm going to play for you today, or I'm going to read for you. I was going to play it, but it's kind of too long in its version, because when I'm channeling messages for the month, what happens is that I'm kind of, when I'm channeling messages, um, there are pauses in there because I'm hearing and seeing things and feeling things. So I decided to transcribe it and have it transcribed so I can tell you about the month that's coming in this month of September. And I'm getting excited all over again, because that's the feeling I had when I was hearing the message from the inside out from spirit about this month of September. You know, in the physical world, September is about harvesting. It's about pulling in the harvest. It's about manifesting the fruits of your labor, right? So we plant in the spring, we cultivate in the summer, right? And let the sun do its thing. And then we begin to harvest as we get into September, October. We're harvesting the crops. We're getting ready to, in the farm. I grew up around farms. My grandparents had a farm and they raised cows and they sold them. So we used to go down south every fall and help process cow meat, help process chickens, all that stuff, because people were buying them to put it up for the winter. So I'm encouraging you to hear this message about September. September is a time where harvest begins. The fields and the people are gathering crops. This is what I see. September has the energy of heart flutters and the expectancy that we're like waiting on something, of knowing that something is on its way, anticipating that there's something coming in. I also feel like there's going to be a lot of healing that takes place in this month of September, and not just a physical healing, but that this healing is going to take place on a multiplicity of levels. Like there's a calming that's going to take place within the month of September that many of us have been waiting on. So within the month of September, we'll find ourselves being more introspective versus concerned about what's happening on the outside, and looking at external forces for support or reinforcement. Is going to become more of an introspection. Our conditions and circumstances may continue to come, but we are going to experience that the things that may not be as pleasant, but I'm hearing very clearly that they will be healing and about reconstruction and building and reevaluating. There are going to be new beginnings as well that are happening. Yeah, I can't even read my handwriting, even though I transcribed it. Yeah, this is good. I'm telling y'all, this message this month is really, really good. So like my heart is fluttering. I'm getting that feeling again. So that's a really more of a confirmation of what I got earlier, that we are looking at September as being, we are expecting something, like we're anticipating something. We knowing that something is on its way and that there's something coming in. I also feel like there's going to be a lot of healing that takes place, a calming that is going to take place within this month of September. Within this month of September, we'll also find ourselves being more introspective. We won't be worried about what's happening outside. The conditions and circumstances may come, but they won't impact us, because we may have experiences that are not the most pleasant, but I'm hearing very clearly that there will be a calming behind it, a healing, a reconstruction, a building. There are some new beginnings that will be happening in the month of September. And in these new beginnings, again, it is about restructuring and redesigning. So don't get thrown off this month when things begin to look a little different, when things begin to show you that maybe what you thought would be there is beginning to shift shape or cause you to have to make more affirmative decisions. That's what I just heard. Oh, yes, that was for someone. So begin to speak with intention. Speak the heavy conversations, but not with angst, not with fear, but experience and speak the heavy conversations. Do so with clarity. Seek the clarity. Get it off of you, to get it off your chest. There are some things that need to be said. There are some things that need to be heard because you have to say them. To stop some of the discourse and the bindings that are happening around you. We also need to make sure that we are hydrating. We need to make sure that we are eating properly. I'm seeing lots of fruits and vegetables. In particular, I'm seeing purples and greens. A lot of us are really going good at eating like apples, oranges, bananas, et cetera, and eating fruit. But we need to start getting in some of the fruits and vegetables in our body, some of these root vegetables into our body. And this all makes sense because in September, that's when like the cabbages, the squash, the pumpkins, like literally that's what I saw. Like I saw sweet potatoes. Those are the type of visions that I was getting as I was getting this download. It's saying that it's time for us to detox. I hear that it's time to detox. Let's give our bellies a break from what we normally do impulsively or reactively. Give your belly a break and begin to detox. If you can, if you can reach out, do so later. I got a couple of ideas I can share with you. We can reach out to each other and we can begin to do the research yourself if you don't want to reach out to me, because there is no charge. When I tell you to reach out to me for something, I'm not asking you to reach out to me because you're going to give me money, but then you can give a donation. That's your call. But just reach out to me. I also heard that we can reach out, that we, in the month of September, there's going to be some opportunities to travel, right? There will be opportunities to travel, and there will be conversations where you will meet people. Some people will be random, yet the things they say will be right on time for you. The things that are said around you will root you deeper and plant the seeds that you've been hearing in your mind about an idea or action that you have to take. There's definitely healing in this month. I heard it a third time that there is healing and there is unity occurring in this month of September. See, September is 9, which is also a good, and this year is 9. And this is the 9th month and the first day of a 9 year. The first day of the year. So 9 plus 1, and then there's the 9 year. So 919 is the number, right? And when we add 9 plus 1, we get 10, plus 9 is 19. And 9 plus 1 is 10, which goes back to 1, which is about new beginnings, leadership, taking authorities, opportunities. Yes, I'm liking this. So this month of September, we're called back into your position, called back into order. Things will begin And this is why we said earlier that you must begin to speak the heavy things. You must release those things. You know, when you are a leader, being part of a leader means that you are able to delegate, that you can see the big picture and you can see futuristically on the way and the guidance of which you should go. So now it's time for you to take the advice, take the role. It's not about usurping someone's authority. It's not about controlling people. It doesn't mean you can't be submissive for those of you that are saying, well, I can't do that because of this, that, and the other. No, 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 no. Submission to leadership means that you can also be a leader because you trust that the individual who's in the primal leadership role is able to lead. That was different from what came. Yeah, I'll keep that to myself. Yeah, that right there. Yeah. That right there. Some of us is to understand that when we are making changes and when Spirit is giving us a message like these messages here, everybody will not receive this message because they're waiting for something specifically based upon what they want, not what they need from Spirit. Right? Like I'm focused on something right now, but what Spirit got me going through is telling me until you get this area fixed, I can't really give you all of that because you ain't ready for it. So you're making room, you're making space to receive that which is for you. If you're just coming in, this is Spiritually Speaking. I'm Sista Efua, and I'm giving the September message that I got this morning when I was in trance. Yeah, I also see a wall being erected, like a plot of land, and then the walls being erected around it, which usually tells me there's some type of boundary that needs to be set. You know, you set your territory. What is your territory? Mark your land. Stand on what's yours. Believe and protect what is yours. Don't chase. Don't imitate. Don't deny. Advance yourself closer to where you want to be without the fear that someone is going to or not going to accept it. Believe it. Yeah. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that idea. Also, let's do a couple of saltwater face washes and salt baths. Just take a little bit of pinch of salt, a couple little grains of salt, greatness, and wash your face counterclockwise. Not only is it going to cleanse you spiritually, but it's also a great exfoliant. It also is your spiritual protection. So wash your face clockwise. I said clockwise. Even though you're watching me, go clockwise from 12 back around to 12. Wow. Just keep yourself open this month. For September, all of these opportunities, these conversations, these advancements, there definitely is healing. And again, healing is just not about your physical body. Healing is about your mindset. Healing is about your finances. Healing is about your past. Healing is about your identity. Healing is about your perceptions about things, people, and places. Some of y'all also have perceptions that, you're going to hide and just do just enough and be sneaky. You're going to get very challenged in that this month. You're going to get very challenged in that this month. So that's my message I got for September. Thank y'all for listening. Welcome into Spiritually Speaking. This is your spiritual cup of tea on a Monday morning. I thank you for joining me here. Thank you for being a part of our community. Those of you that are here, do me a favor, share that out. I hope that message that you heard, you can always go back and hear it again. Facebook takes down my videos after 30 days, but if you're in the academy, I can give you a link that will keep you connected to it. You can always get that link. You can always get that link sent to your email. Some people were saying they couldn't get the email, but hopefully I think we got it fixed today. We spent a long time working on technology today. I'm really trying to move into a space where I spend less time talking to people individually, and I allow you to do more self-study, self-exploration to support you in your journey. That's what it's about. If you can master your own spiritual practice and daily practice and ritual, that's what I want to say. You got to know have your own daily practice and ritual. You have to know that. If you don't have that, it don't matter how many readings you get. It don't matter how many spiritual baths you get. It don't matter how many programs you listen to. It don't matter how many books you read. None of that will matter if you don't master your own beginning and ending of your day. All right. So I'm not going to be on here long. It's only a 30-minute program. We're 15 minutes in. Do me a favor. Let me know where you are watching me from. Tag 5 people, 5 friends, 5 frenemies, 5 people you love, and then post it on your page so people know that we're here and can come back and get that wonderful message we got for the month of September. I'm telling you, even just reading that message, I just get overwhelmed. I mean, I get overwhelmed with joy, overwhelmed with excitement, because I really believe that that is what we got. This energy is definitely about us moving forward. September is about, look, this card is talking about attachments. This came out. The attachments. What are you attached to? And it did not say that. It said it's time for us to look and see, what do we have to have these hard conversations? Some of these hard conversations are for you. Some of the hard conversations is that conversation with yourself. Not necessarily with somebody else, but to have a hard conversation with yourself. Yep. And to choose love. Not just love for other people, but love for yourself. Seeing what you really love about yourself. How many habits have you picked up over the years to compensate for the fact that you've been shape-shifting for so many people and trying to hold on to the ideal of love, right? Yeah. So you want to get into that self-love, self-care, finding yourself, opening up yourself to the position that allows you to identify where you can get the support, how you can manage yourself, how you can create connections. A lot of us, I'm telling you, ever since COVID, people have been on different energies. And a lot of that has to do with the fact we were so isolated and so much fear was placed in our lives. Fear is not ours. Fear is a choice. Naturally, we have fear because fear activates our innate fight, flight, or freeze. But the fear should not paralyze you. It should not make you isolated. It should not make you minimize your greatness that we're all waiting for. Thank you so much for hearing that on today. As I said, we've been doing all this. If there's still room for you to come and join me September 19th through the 21st here in Arizona for the Soul Sabbatical Retreat. Let me just say this Soul Sabbatical Retreat is probably going to be one of the deeper ones. I also in October will be doing an ancestral journey activity. That's another 2-day, 3-night event that you can come and participate in. So either one of those, you can definitely go to my page and you can click on it to get your opportunity to participate. I want to encourage all of you, not just for me, but for other people. Sometimes we're seeking things. People talk about their ancestors. They want to know what Orisha, what Lawa's with them, what the ancestors have to say. You want to know who the person is that crossed over, that's your guardian angel. All of that stuff can be answered at this ancestral journey experience. But it also requires you to look at the root cause of some things. So just get ready. Just come on and get ready. And if you want to find out more, go ahead and click the link to register for the event. If you have a question, if you're listening live and you have a question, as I said, we're not going to be on here long. I'm not going to cater in. I made myself a vow that in September, starting September 1st, I would no longer elongate the videos. People know we come on at 1:30. At 1:30 on Mondays and Wednesdays, and 1:30 Monday, Wednesdays, and 11 a.m. on Saturdays. If you want to watch and you enjoy what you hear, see, and experience, then go ahead and mark that in your calendar. Make it a priority so that you can be here and join with me and bring 5 friends, 5 frenemies, 5 people you love, and tell a stranger about Spiritually Speaking with Sister Efua. Also, I'm taking opportunities, people to send me, what is it called? Reviews, is that what it's called? Testimonies. If you want to send me some testimonies to go out here and share with other people, to let people know what we're doing. This is not a page like most pages. There's a lot of good pages out there, a lot of good people, practitioners out there. And there are some that are just doing what they got to do. So you have to decide what that is. All right. So go ahead and drop your questions on the link down below, and I'll be cutting out because it's been over. Wow, we're almost over our time. We only got a few minutes left. So if you have a question for me, please do. If you are on Sister Efua page, I suggest you come over to Spiritually Speaking with Sister Efua. So drop your questions now. Come join me over here. If you're on YouTube, you're fine. I can see your questions. All right. If there are no questions, I am going to log off. I'll give you a few more seconds. Remind everybody we're here. Go ahead and chime in. I know y'all like, she going so fast. Yep. If you want to make a private reading, the link is there at Linktree/Spiritual Soul Spa. 10 minutes, 30 minutes, or 75-minute reading offline. You can do that. I'm also bringing back the 1-hour soul life sessions where we kind of go through your 7 life structures in a reading. Also, it involves some levels of messages from beyond if they come through. And we just kind of deal with that. We deal with your life. We also can come and do a 7-week session with me, 7-session session with me for personal alignment. And that's on sale right now. You can go ahead and book that as well through my website. All right, what we got? Anything specific this week focusing on investing time into? What's funny you said that. Are you trying to, only because I know this part, so when it came out, it made me laugh. Are you trying to quit smoking? I don't know if you're trying to quit. I know you smoke. I don't know if you're trying to quit smoking. Because that's something that came up. I feel like you just need to have like a break, or if you're not going to quit smoking, try to do like a detox for like your throat area to kind of detox yourself, get you some mullein and different things to kind of make yourself do some exercises to cuff the cuffing to kind of get you to do some phlegm and stuff to pull up so you can really detox. Is that cinnamon they just showed me? There's some other herbs that you can take that will also flush out your system. But other than that, they want you, that detox message that was part of the September was for you. That's what I'm getting right here, right now. Everything else seems to be working in your order. And I think this is the last thing they're asking you to do. Yeah, you just need to get some of that. And that's why sometimes it feels like you get fatigued and you get kind of like cold symptoms, if that makes sense. Okay. September is going to be a great month. I felt so nervous about this month much. All right now. There you go. I told you it's going to be. Melanie, let me go back. Excuse me 1 second. Melanie, not trying to, but felt I needed to flush my system, drinking antioxidant tea and tons of sugar too. I had to. All right. So your card is fill your cup. Fill your cup. Fill your cup. And let's see what that means. That card number, I think it was 17. Yep, it was. 17 is 8, right? Number 17. Deep cellular healing, optimism, hope for a bright future. This card means that you have learned to appreciate your journey as a unique and guided experience with higher purpose. Pour into yourself. Come back to your earliest sources of joy, creativity, and inspiration. You will find yourself in a time of supreme spiritual, emotional, and physical wellness. That was for Melanie. Oh, wow. Thank you for sharing that feedback. Yeah, this is what we need. We really want feedback because we're developing a new process. And I know. Sierra says this is September is going to be a great month. I felt so nervous about this month and got a promotion though. See, this is what I'm talking about, right? When we think based upon external factors or based upon the past, when you have been given what you need from divine and you're in your destiny purpose flow, there's nothing anybody can do for you. If this is your season for elevation, your expansion, this is what I'm talking about, right? A lot of us are so busy trying to figure out what other people want us to do that we forget we're supposed to be doing what we need to do for us and just following our destiny. Even with our children, Our children have a separate destiny from us. We might want them to be a doctor, but their destiny may be for them to become a lawyer or to become a teacher, that type of thing. All right, let's see what your card is. Oh, body work, taking care of yourself. 4 and 5 is 9. Body work. Ease. Oh, no. 46. Physical check-in, wellness. This card is on you to return to your body. Send loving thoughts and kind words to your vessel. Eat only when you're hungry. Stretch when you're tense. Sleep when you're tired. Drink enough water. Create opportunities for gentle movement. Your body is your home. Physical restoration is needed. That's for Sierra. All right, let's see. Let's go back up. Okay. Kanisha says, how you doing, lovey? What do I need concerning my health? Wow, that's interesting you said that. I just feel like you have a lot of fatigue and inflammation in your joints, so you just feel heavy. You another one, you could use it. I don't feel like it's anything new, but I do feel like you're doing a lot of things that are not yours. You're spent emotionally and mentally, and that's also affecting your body. Remember, our body feels the vibrations. Our body feels the vibration. You also need to take a break. And guess what happened? As I'm saying that about you, this card came up and it says explore. And it says take a vacation, go on a trip, take a food tour around your city and visit new neighborhoods. This card suggests the opportunity to travel. New experiences will shake up the monotony you feel and remind you that life's simple joys. There's always something new to be learned when you step outside of your comfort zone, swim in new water, and step on new land. So you remember when I said you were emotionally spent and it's affecting your body? I do feel inflammation in your body, but that's like a reaction to your emotional side. I don't feel that it's a physical or physiological breakdown per se, but like you tired mentally. You tired mentally, so you don't want to keep dogging yourself out for other people. That's another thing. We have to know how to set. Remember that I said earlier, September is about setting boundaries, protecting your territory, knowing your territory and putting the boundary there. The boundary that you don't have to tell anybody about the boundary. When you walk into a space, you don't go, oh, there's a door here. There's a door here. No, if there's a wall there or a door there that's locked, you can't get in. That's how they go. Yes. So that's what I got for you all. All right. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you for letting me serve you on today. We'll be back here. Reminder for those of you that are here, you can always also, the books are back on sale. If you want to get you a copy of the book, you can get you a signed copy of Not My Reality, The Best Response to Fear and Limitations. It is a narrative and filled with affirmations for you to guide you, push you through where you have to do, where you have to go, what you need to have, and allow yourself to feel focused on your energy. I mean, a lot of times we just need that little extra thing. So whether you use it as a pick me up and read it from cover to cover, as some people have, or you want to pick it up daily and look at it and see where you are and just read a little bit to get inspired, to have a little bit of motivation and inspiration and clarity on where you're going, go ahead and use it for that purpose too. This has been Spiritually Speaking. I am Sista Efua. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you on the other side. Take care.